It's that time of the year again, everybody. The cold weather is retreating. The warmth is starting to come in. The green is out, which means it's time for another year of Major League Baseball. Opening day is here in Oakland, California, as the Oakland A's will begin their 2024 MLB season, playing host to the Cleveland Guardians. Hope you guys are excited for this one. Thank you guys so much for the support on episode 1. It's been insane, and I cannot wait to get this series rolling for you guys. So if you're excited for this and more, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more baseball content as we get ready for the first game of the season. We'll go through the whole first series. The A's will have Paul Blackburn on the mound. He is their opening day starter this year, the single baller who made 20 starts last season. We'll begin his day against Mr. Steven Hit the Quan. And the first pitch has been thrown, and the 2024 Major League Baseball season is underway. First batter goes down swinging. Steven Kwan strikes out. Blackburn begins his day, setting the tone indeed with a strikeout. That'll bring up Miles Straw up next for the Guardians. He is their 2022 Gold Glove winner. He's a very fast individual. Got to be careful he gets on the base paths. 2-2 to him up in the zone. A cutter, and he bloops this one into right field. And we have the first hit of the day for either squad. So Straw will be on first. That'll bring up Josh Naylor up next. First pitch swing and chopper over to second. Geloff gloves it, but he overthrows shortstop. What could have been a double play is now going to advance both runners, as that is the first error of the season. Maybe a little bit of rust, but that's not going to help. So now instead of the inning being over, it's Jose Ramirez who steps into the batter's box with 2 runners in scoring position. 0-2 pitch to him, and he's going to pop up a fastball into foul territory, as here comes Toro over to make the glove. And we'll take a look at his Guardians lineup. We've already seen the first 4 hitters. Next up, we'll see the designated hitter David Fry, followed by Bo Naylor, Brian Rocchio at short, Andres Jimenez at second, and Ramon Laureano in right field. So Blackburn's just got to get through Fry if he wants to get out of the inning scotch-free. And it looks like he's going to do just that. Grounder over to Toro, fielded cleanly. And the A's get through the first despite the defensive blunder. On the mound for the Guardians today will be Tanner Bibee. He'll be getting the opening day start for Cleveland, a second-year pro now out of Cal State Fullerton. He just is a perfect example of what the Guardians do. A 5th-round pick who's turned into a dominant pitcher for that staff that's so deep on the rotation. He'll start his day against Esteury Ruiz, the speedy center fielder, who will chop this one past the diving glove of Ramirez at third. And Ruiz is on first with a leadoff single, which means you know what's going to probably happen next. He's going to try to tee second, but Ryan Noda first will step into the batter's box. After looking at a curveball, they're actually going to try to steal Ruiz now. It's a pitch out, though, and perfectly timed. Bo Naylor guns Esteury Ruiz. Even with a pitch out, that's still not easy to do. So nothing comes of the leadoff single, and then Noda will draw a walk anyway. So if we were just patient, we'd have 2 on now. Instead, run on first, 1 away for Zach Geloff, who steps into the batter's box. He will look at a high fastball. And Zach Geloff, also in his second year in the majors, second-round pick back in 2021 out of Virginia. He's being looked upon to be one of these key young players for this A's squad. But he'll look at strike 3. Fastball grazes the outside part of the plate. 2 down now for Oakland. That brings up Brent Rooker, the lone all-star representative from a year ago. Basically led in all offensive categories for the A's. After a foul ball, he now sits 1-1 in the counts. He chops this one hard over to first base. Nice glove by Naylor. And both teams are scoreless through 1. We'll go top second now, where Bo with the flow. Naylor will step into the batter's box to begin. And he's not going to waste any time. First pitch he sees over to Toro. And Toro throws this one in the dirt. So another routine play results in an error. This A squad is not looked upon to be one of the best teams in baseball, and self-inflicted wounds aren't going to help. That'll bring up Brian Rocchio, the rookie out of Venezuela, who steps into the batter's box. Had a little bit of appearances last year, but this will be his first full year in the majors. Has a pitch in the dirt. Runner's going to try to steal, and now Langoliers guns out a runner. Bo tried to take second after the pitch in the dirt. It does not work out. And then the next pitch is another one in the dirt. Rocchio will swing at it, and Langoliers will get him at first. So good blocking by Shea to get those 2 outs. As the next batter will rope this one into right field. Andres Jimenez will get a 2-out double, the first extra base hit of the day. Guardians looking to keep the inning alive. Here's Ramon Laureano up next. He's going to first pitch swing and rip this one to left field. Runner's going to come around third, and he's going to score. And the Guardians strike first. A man who's very familiar to this ballpark, Ramon Laureano, spent 6.5 years in Oakland. He's now on the other side today. The Guardians, though, not done. Back to the top of the lineup. Kwan rips this one now into right field. Laureano all the way from first is going to be waved home, and the throw is a little offline. An RBI double for Stephen Kwan, and now the Guardians' offense has come alive. Miles Straw up next. He rips this one into left field down the line. 3 straight hits down the line, and it's 3 straight RBIs. The Guardians have ripped up a 3-0 lead now, and the inning's still not over. Still got to get through the heart of the lineup. Josh Naylor up next, 0-1 pitch. This one also into the outfield, but a great glove stop by Toro. It bounces to Hernandez over at short. That gets us out of the inning, but the Cleveland Guardians, 3 good hit balls, puts them up 3-0 over Oakland. Going to the bottom half of the second now, where Seth Brown will step into the batter's box. Only played in 112 games last year, trying to keep him healthy this season, as he will draw a leadoff walk. So he'll take first base. That'll bring up Shea Langoliers up next, who we saw flash the defensive side last inning. He will look at strike 3. They're going to call that a strike. I don't know if I agree. But first out of the inning, and then that will bring up Tyler Soderstrom, the guy with the highest potential on this team. Those numbers won't wow you, but he's still very young. He's got a potential. We need him to really explode as he matures, but unfortunately he will explode this one out of play into foul ground, where it will be caught by Ramirez for out number 2. That'll bring up Abraham Toro up next with a good defensive play to end the top half, and he'll end the bottom half by striking out on the low pitch from Bibee. We'll stay with the A's offense bottom of the third now, as Darrell Hernandez will step into the batter's box, the rookie shortstop, and, well, he'll do what the guy in front of him just did. And that's swing and miss at strike 3. Ruiz now back at the plate. Apparently, that one clips the edge. Again, generous call, but that's 2 straight outs now for Bibee. Then Ryan Noda up next will also strike out. So striking out the side is Bibee. And the A's offense still scoreless. We'll go top 5 now, where Josh Naylor leads this one off, and he will fly out loudly into right field. Jose Ramirez up next, who singled back in the 3rd, and he's going to single as well in the 5th. A 1-out single for the 6-time All-Star. 5-time, excuse me. He's on first base, and this one's going to be chopped into what would have been a double play, but a perfectly timed hit and run, and Ramirez is going to come all the way around and score from first. An RBI double for Cleveland off of the great call to do the hit and run there. They now lead 4-0. Bo Naylor up next, chopper down the first base line. Noda can't put a glove on it, and that'll score another. Cleveland now up 5-0 now, as Blackburn just trying to make it through the 5th. Roque up next. He gets jammed a little bit. This one over to Hernandez. Nice glove out there at short for out number 2. I'll bring up Andres Jimenez up next. 1 for 2 on the day. He'll pop this one into left field, where it will be ranged over and caught by Seth Brown to end the 5th. That'll do it for Blackburn. He goes 5 innings, only 2 earned runs, because all 3 of the first and the second inning were because of the error, technically. So he'll be pulled. Scott Alexander, the lefty, will come in, the former San Francisco Giant, who was signed just last month on Valentine's Day. Trying to get a little bit of love here in Oakland, as this one will be chopped right back to him. Laureano will be the first out of the 6th. Back to the top of the lineup, Stephen Kwan. He looks at ball 4. So Alexander will put the lefty on first base. And I'll bring up Miles Straw. He's had a very good day so far. 2 for 3 with an RBI. Full count to him. Chopper over to short. Hernandez has it over to second. Over to first. They can't get the double play. Straw just beats it out. He'll keep the inning alive. It's now 2 down for Josh Naylor up at the dish. 0-2 to him, and he swings through the slider running away. Nice pitch by Alexander. We'll go into the bottom half of the 6th now, where the A's still scoreless. Perfect bunt by Ruiz will get him a leadoff single to begin the 6th. And Ruiz again going to try to steal second base, and this time does it with ease. So just like that, Oakland has a runner in scoring position. It's Zach Geloff now at the dish, and he strikes out. So that'll be 2 down now for Oakland after back-to-back Ks. Brent Rooker now tasked with keeping the inning alive, and he draws ball 4. So that task will be passed on to Seth Brown now, and he looks at 3 straight, make it 4 straight balls. So back-to-back walks by Bibee has the bases loaded, here in the 6th for Shea Langoliers. A great chance to get Oakland back in it with one swing of the bat. 1-2 pitch. He gets a fastball, lifts it into right center, but this one's going to hang in the air a little too long, and Oakland leaves the bases loaded. A missed opportunity there. Trevor Gotts will then come in to the 7th, tasked with getting the next inning. Made 64 appearances last year as part of the New York Mets squad for part of that time. He begins his inning with Jose Ramirez, who chops it up the middle. Geloff ranges over and gets a nice backhanded stop to get Ramirez at first. The designated hitter David Fry up next chases a cutter running away from him and is able to bloop it into right center. Nice piece of hitting there. That's the 3rd hit of the day for David Fry. Bo Naylor up next. He gets sawed off. That bat explodes. Toro charges, gets him out at first, and dodges the lumber. Brian Arocchio up next. First pitch swinging, popped up into shallow left center. It looks like Hernandez will get underneath it, and that's a clean inning for Oakland. Zach Jackson will come into the 8th inning, 1 down thanks to Gott, so he's tasked with getting the next 2. Arguably our best reliever from a year ago, as he begins with Laurenado and gets him to pop up into right field. Gets the 2nd out of the inning. Then back to the top of the lineup, Stephen Kwan up next, chopper over to short, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Oakland. You don't see that very often today. But all that's good, but the offense has got to do something. We're still bottom 8, still scoreless for Oakland, and Tanner Bibee is still on the mound, and he's still getting outs. Nice catch out there in left. Bibee up over 100 pitches, still tasked with getting people out, including Ryan Noda. Another strikeout, the 15th of the day for Tanner Bibee. Yes, 15 Ks for the Guardians starting pitcher. Geloff's up next trying to keep the inning alive. This will not be a strikeout. He will bloop this one into left center for a base hit. And with that hit, it looks like Bibee's day is finally done, up over 110 pitches. New manager Stephen Vogt has seen enough. He signals for the pin. Great day for Bibee, as Nick Sandlin will come out to try to keep it going, as he needs 1 out to get out of the 8th. And it'll be Rooker who hits a nice ball into center field for a base hit. So the inning's still alive. Runners on the corners. 2 outs again, and it's going to be Seth Brown. Full count pitch to the left fielder. He swings and misses through a splitter, and the inning ends. Another K for Oakland. It doesn't matter the pitcher. Same results as we go bottom 9 now. James Karinchak comes out of the pen as Oakland has one more frame to try to get back into this game, at least get a run. It'll be Langoliers starting up first, and he's going to strike out. 17th K of the day for the Guardians pitching staff. How about Tyler Soderstrom? 1-1 pitch, a nice knuckle curve to hit, but he grounds it right over to short. And now the game will rest on the shoulders of Abraham Toro. He did double back in the 5th. Faces a full count pitch. Karinchak deals, swings through the fastball, and that'll do it. The Guardians win opening night 5-0 here at Oakland with 18 strikeouts against the Oakland Athletics roster. 2/3 of the outs coming by way of 3 strikes. Tough loss there for Oakland. You'd like to see them get a little bit more on offense. 5 runs, 12 hits for the Guardians, 0 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Athletics. This is also on default Legend, by the way, and even though, it's Legend, I thought this game played out pretty good. So I wanted to give Legend a shot. I know we struck out a ton, but I also haven't played baseball in like 3 months, so it was bound to happen. But we lose opening night. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of the game? I also go to Sim the Day, and I get a trade offer here from the Marlins. They're going to offer me Noble Meyer for Brent Rooker. I hope this is not going to be a trend, because this is a trade, in my opinion, that is not fair at all. We'd be fleecing the Miami Marlins, getting a potential 19-year-old for Brent Rooker, who, yes, was an all-star, but is 29 years old and declining. So, for realistic purposes, I have to decline that trade. We win Game 2, though, 1-0. So, we get a home run from Ryan Noda in the 8th inning, and that propels us to victory. And then we win Game 3. So, yes, the Oakland Athletics are above 500. Can we just stop the season now while that's still a thing? We win Game 3, 3-2, thanks to Langoliers and Ruiz going yard. We do drop the 4th, though, 2-1, so we end up 500. Langoliers, again, hits a home run. He's very much a do-or-die hitter, and it looks like he's carrying it to this season. Next episode, we'll go through 2 series as we like to pick up the pace a little bit. We'll have a 3-game home stretch against the Red Sox before going on the road for the first time against the Detroit Tigers, and we'll see Hogan Harris take them out against Brian Bello to begin the day. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for the support again. I'm super excited to get this series underway, and the early support has just been awesome. It's been great. Love you guys. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.